Welcome back to the channel. Artificial turf fields are popping up everywhere, but how much do they really cost? You might have heard of numbers all over the place, but today I'll give you the real breakdown, based on hundreds of US projects in our database. By the end, you'll know the installation costs, replacement costs, maintenance, ROI, project timelines, and even how to fund it. And yes, I'll demo our cost calculator so you can see your own numbers instantly. These projects are big investments, so getting the numbers right is crucial. Stick with me and I'll also show you where to find grants and funding opportunities. Because let's face it, who doesn't love someone else helping cover the bill? Before we talk dollars, let's answer the big question. Why turf at all? Two words: durability and scheduling. Grass fields need a rest, turf doesn't. Grass struggles in bad weather, turf drains fast and is back in play. Grass is cheaper up front, but over a decade, the maintenance, lost usage, and resodding costs often make turf the smarter play. Basically, grass is like that star player who's amazing, but unfortunately always on the injured list. On average, a new synthetic turf field costs between $700K and $1.5 million. But what goes into that price? Materials: the turf carpet, infill, drainage layers, and base stone. Premium turf systems with higher fiber density cost more upfront, but last longer. Labor: skilled crews handle excavation, grading, drainage, and installation. Labor can count for up to 40% of the total project cost. In areas with strong labor union presence, wages and benefits are higher. Certain tasks like electrical excavation or equipment operation may legally require union workers. This can increase costs, especially on public projects with prevailing wage laws. On the upside, union crews are highly trained. That should mean safer sites, fewer mistakes, and smoother timelines. Equipment: heavy machinery for excavation, grading, and compaction, plus specialized tools for laying turf and infill. Location impact: costs vary widely by region. In the Northeast and West Coast, prices are at the higher end. The Midwest is typically mid-range. The South often comes in as the most cost-efficient region. Now let's see how this looks for your project. This here is our free artificial turf field cost calculator. The calculator is powered by data from hundreds of US turf field projects every year. So you're not just getting a random number, you're getting a cost estimate based on real projects just like yours. Step 1. Choose your sport. Then click through and answer a few quick questions about your project. The competition level, the size, the location, and add your contact details. Hit submit, and in under 2 minutes you'll get a tailored estimate straight to your inbox. Resurfacing an old turf field usually runs $350,000 to $650,000. Why is it cheaper? Because you're reusing the subbase, drainage, and equipment already in place. You're really just removing the old carpet and installing new turf and infill. Artificial turf fields need regular care. Budget somewhere between $15 and $25K per year. That includes brushing, cleaning, infill top-offs, and minor repairs. Some schools outsource this to the professionals. Others handle it in-house if their staff has the experience and the bandwidth. The right choice depends on your team's comfort level. Just don't assume it's maintenance-free. So what's the return on investment? Let's take a typical high school football field. On natural grass, you might get 800 playable hours per year before the surface is worn out. On turf, you get 2,500 to 3,000 playable hours. That means you can host football, soccer, lacrosse, marching band, gym classes, and even rent it to outside groups. If your rental income averages just $150 an hour, that's hundreds of thousands in potential revenue each year. And if you play your cards right, the field pays for itself in just a few seasons. So how long does this all take? On average, 3 to 6 months once construction begins. That includes design and engineering, 4 to 6 weeks, permitting, 4 to 8 weeks, site prep and base work, 4 to 6 weeks, turf installation and infill 2 to 3 weeks, final testing and striping about a week. Of course, funding and approvals can add months before you even break ground. Here's the good news, you don't have to pay for it all alone. Typical public project funding comes from municipal budgets, state and federal grants, and school district bonds. For private projects, they often rely on foundation grants, sponsorships, fundraising campaigns, and financing programs. Our team has curated the largest sports facility grants and funding database in the United States, updated constantly so you always see the latest opportunities. You can see and search state by state and even city by city. Whatever your situation, you'll find real options inside the database. And that link is in the description. Once your budget's in place and you've looked into funding options, the next big step is finding the right turf supplier. And that part really matters. It's kind of like choosing the right groundskeeper for a championship game. If they don't know the field, the whole season could suffer. You're not just looking for someone who sells turf. You need a supplier who understands field systems, base preparation, drainage, infill, and installation, and who's worked on projects like yours before. When you're evaluating suppliers, here are the top 3 things to look for. Experience with your type of facility, school, municipal, or private. Turnkey capabilities. Can they handle both materials and installation? Proven track record, reviews, references, and completed projects. And if you're not sure where to start, we've made it easy for you. Just check out our artificial turf supplier directory. It's packed with vetted companies across the US and Canada that specialize in exactly this kind of work. So there you have it, the real cost of turf fields. Installation, replacement, maintenance, ROI, timelines, and even funding help. If you found this useful, hit the like button so more planners see it. And don't forget, try our cost calculator for a fast estimate and check out the funding database to explore programs in your area. Thanks for watching, and here's to a fewer rainouts and more game days.